Do you recall saying that?
I recall saying that.
That's a dramatic reading, Abby.
Welcome to this week's Wacky Moments of Leftist Extremism. Now, this was a week where community theater actors polished up their resumes, realizing that CNN doesn't really hire journalists to report their biased anti-Trump coverage, but rather dramatic readers.
So again, on April 23rd, you referred to President Trump when he left the courtroom. You said that he goes right into that little cage, which is where he belongs, in an effing cage like an animal. Do you recall saying that?
I recall saying that.
That's a dramatic reading, Abby.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it went down.
No, it's not possible it went down as hammy as that. CNN did this multiple times this week. Sometimes it actually seemed like they were giving self-reviews.
What did he say in substance?
He said to me, this is a disaster, total disaster.
It really was a total disaster, but CNN must have missed the fake dramatic readers that they used to have on air.
And I'm going to say this only 7 times, so you better listen good.
Maybe Adam Schiff can get himself a callback for auditions. ABC's The View sent racist Sunny Host into the courtroom to bring back her dramatic interpretation.
Is this your serious legal analysis?
Yes, it really is. It really is. Because people have been reporting that he is asleep. He is not asleep. He's enraged. And that's why I think he's so orange, because I think it's red underneath. I saw him during Michael Cohen's testimony sort of going like this. And I said, oh, here's he sleeping. And he went.
That is what's happening in the leftist media. Dramatic readings and facial reenactments. But of course, they only stoop this low when they cover Trump. They don't even want to hear any criticism on Biden. I mean, shh, don't mention that border.
Look, people have been screaming about the border for all 3.5 years. Joe Biden has been president, and he has not done anything to solve the problem at the border. That's a huge issue for President Trump. I can't understand why President Biden didn't tackle this from the very beginning. But
what has Congress done? Because it's Congress who sets the laws.
Well, the Republicans have put forward our plan. The House put out a border plan, and that's what Congress did. The president said, no, that wasn't acceptable. Then they began working on a bipartisan basis. But you know what? This was not a problem when President Trump was president. The reality is,
the border has been a problem for years, sir.
She's so upset at Milquetoast Romney. I mean, it's got to be tough playing defense for Joe Biden all the time over at MSNBC. This week, Joe Scarborough got outraged over Biden's low polling by the New York Times. But he didn't actually show the poll results. You wouldn't want people to see those numbers. He just showed his complete insanity about them.
And I believe now that there is a conspiracy. And I do believe in conspiracies. I think psychiatrists in blue states have conspired with the New York Times Siena pollsters.
Well, Joe might need some psychological help to deal with Biden's low poll numbers. Even Mika seems a little concerned with Joe's meltdown.
It's garbage. It's an outlier. And yes, the New York Times, when they have all of these experts questioning the methodology, when they're calling like 20% of the people likely voters who have never voted before or didn't vote in the last 2 primaries, when they're even quoting people who said they're switching their vote from Joe Biden who have never voted before, I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as I feel for Mika right now.
That's why we're doing this.
So
no, hold on a second.
What's your theory about why?
No, hold on.
Yeah, hold on. I don't feel that sorry after all. I'm actually enjoying the pain on her face. News directors at the leftist networks must have been pained themselves this week as they struggled to contort facts. Now, we all know Donald Trump has been goading Biden to debate for months, but after debates were agreed to, ABC chose to disinform the public by insisting that it was Biden who challenged Trump to a debate.
Early today, President Biden issuing the challenge. Trump, who refused to debate his primary opponents, saying yes. And within hours, 2 debates were set.
Oh, I see. It's Biden wanting those debates, except
Trump has been pushing for debates for months.
I'm trying to get him to debate.
This morning, Biden with this surprise challenge.
So it's a surprise challenge, even though Trump's been asking for it.
Pushing for debates for months.
How does that work? By the way, ABC News, they get the second of the debates. CNN gets the other one, and there's no live audience because Team Biden wants no actual voters in the room, just the leftist press. It's a lot like a Biden campaign rally. CNN actually has announced that Jake Tapper and Dana Bash will be the moderators on their network because they're such non-biased journalist types.
That was the worst debate I have ever seen. In fact, it wasn't even a debate.
It was a disgrace, primarily because of President Trump lying, maliciously attacking the son of the vice president.
You just took the words out of my mouth. You used some high-minded language. I'm just going to say it like it is. That was a shit show.
Can't wait to have them back. Despite all the free media assistance, ABC employees claim the media just isn't doing enough to help Team Biden.
That's how we need to be using our voices. And the Biden campaign just has to get more active.
Yeah. Well, I would say when you say the Biden campaign has to get more active, I actually blame the media slightly. We talked last week a lot about how I don't think people are able to watch this Trump trial 24/7. Like all the time. Like it's a still shot, it's a picture of a door.
Hey, don't forget the dramatic readings. Those are awesome.
This is a disaster, total disaster.
I mean, the media is trying really, really hard. I mean, they can't wait for the made-for-TV movie.
I can't wait to see the actual real-life movie that's going to be made of this trial, because today was the stuff of actual drama.
Oh man, they actually brought back Brian Stelter for this. The Obama-Biden administration's Pinocchio has been returned to cable.
Well, now it's getting deep, Che, because it's sort of like Pinocchio needs, is it Geppetto? Is that how it's pronounced?
Yes, Geppetto is his. Yeah.
So, but does Geppetto also need Pinocchio?
The Trump trial coverage this week. Wow. Bringing back old pork chop.
But it is so revealing and so sad.
I'm Eric Shiner from MRC-TV asking you not to be sad. Get energized. Visit the MRC homepage, press that donate button. Visit MRCTV.org for the latest in videos, information, and entertainment. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to these videos on the platforms that let you see us. We'll be back next week with another look at leftist media insanity.
I want to invite you as my guest on a very special, once-in-a-lifetime, 7-day post-election cruise in the Caribbean. It's going to be a blast.